It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Rodgers now on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. A give to Jones. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. The give is to Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On play action, now Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! That's caught. Latavius Murray. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They find some open field here. to the 25 before it's all said and done. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. From the 22, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10. Jackson now. Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to to make something happen and something big, and we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He hits Adams complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Tucker's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. That catch good for only a couple.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Second and 11 now. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kevin King with a pick. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 55 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
And that will be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 37 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect contact on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Cobb goes laying out for that one, and he has it. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw here, hauled in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Rodgers again now. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards remain on second down. Rodgers going to throw. And he'd completed 7 straight passes before that one, as it falls incomplete and puts a halt to that streak.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb from 13 yards out. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson looking to throw on third. Dancing to his left. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Crosby is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
You realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a second down and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second and 9, Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Back now in Baltimore. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the front. Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it. From 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate, what an effort.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Rodgers now to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The quick slant caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1 yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Rodgers going to try and run.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 36 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
These two teams all tied after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running right, Jones. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw is Rodgers.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Jones. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On 1st down, Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Jackson on 1st down. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. From the 22, Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 41, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 59 yards. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on first down. Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
First down and much more here for Jones. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 64 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. Now they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Here's a give to Jones running left. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And Crosby puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes.